And then you... Yeah, this is a Love Island episode, guys. Love Island. Let's talk everything.
And when you intro it, you have to go, welcome back to the villa.
Yeah. Welcoming back to social media. 8 boobs, 2 brain cells. 2 of us are here. We are about to talk everything Love Island. We're so excited. We cannot wait to debrief on so much. We haven't watched the final yet, but we're so close to doing it. I've watched a little bit more than she has. I'm currently like halfway through the final because tell me why it's 2 hours long. I don't know. But yes, we're going into this whole thing. I'm so excited. I've got so much to say. Let's go. Cue it. Hi guys, we are back. I know it's been a minute, but we're actually, if you can tell, cool setup today. We are here at Sony Music. Very grateful to have this opportunity to film here and hoping more to come. So I think that's going to be really cool.
It's going to be really fun in the future.
I just feel like it makes it feel a little bit more legit. Like
yeah,
I'm like,
a little
okay,
bit more formal.
Yeah. A little bit more formal, a little bit more real, which is really cool. But yeah, I know it's been a second. I think just on our side, if we're gonna give a very brief update, I think all of the 4 boobs have been just busy. Like Kirsty's moving, Sam has just been doing everything. We've also been going through a lot on our side. So yeah, I think we just took a bit of a pause. In no way is it over, that's for sure. I think it was just a little bit of a break, production break, if you will. So season 2, let's go. I'm excited.
We're back.
Cool. So I think there's so much happening and we're trying not to talk about everything in one podcast, but the most important thing
right now is Love Island.
Love Island. Oh
the
my God.
Drama.
So Sav's never been into this stuff with me, but she decided that she was going to take a chance.
I've always watched like a couple episodes with you and then I was like, ooh, spicy, but I never went home and then continued watching it like by myself. It was always when I was at her house. So yeah, this time I was like, I will commit to Love Island this season. And I just got deep within it. I want to start off with the initial coupling ceremony.
Yes.
The fact that 3 women went and stood on, was it Cove or Koi or whatever the hell his name was?
I need to remember to see
the man that literally did not have 1 ounce of camera time.
Can I use the laptop? I'm going to use the laptop.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot about Koi.
That's what I'm talking about. That man walked in, was not seen for 2 episodes, and then they were like, deuces,
but
goodbye.
He had such like an ego to him.
100%.
He came in and he was like, no, this is when I'm Xen.
And obviously the ego was built by all 3 women, Hannah, Janae, and Serena, picking him on the podium.
And I'm just like, ugh. Like he was just like entitled, and I feel like that's why he didn't get far.
No, definitely. No. He didn't have a personality. He didn't have any conversations. It's like he was just there to use the homemade gym.
Yeah.
And then they were like, bye.
I also didn't think Serena would last as long as she did, if I'm being honest. When I first saw her, I was like, she's not going to be here for long. I didn't see her because like she wasn't very outgoing, because I like a lot of the people in the
but that's the thing. I think that's why I thought she was going to last long, because she wasn't I'm going to drift around and cause drama and flirt with absolutely anyone that walks in. So like, I thought that she would last long, but also I think it's hilarious that she chose Koi. Got told, okay, Koi, you get to choose one of the girls not to couple up with. And then she went to Cordell. Because
Cordell chose her. Remember, Cordell was like, there's only one person that I want to couple up with right now. Because they were then left standing and Cordell was left to choose.
And then the boys got to choose the girls that were left over.
And then Cordell chose her.
Yeah.
And then obviously that was like...
Who chose Hannah? I don't remember.
Know. But that being said, Aaron, I've got a lot to say about this guy.
I've got a lot to say
I've got a lot to say. First of all, that lip thing. What is that? What the fuck is that? Like, just relax.
My favorite thing I've seen on social media, mostly TikTok, so far is people comparing him and Kayla to Patricia and Ellen DeGeneres, or Portia and Ellen DeGeneres. It's so funny. They're like, that is a woman. Kayla, that is a woman. What are you doing?
No, and you know what my thing is? It's like, at first I was like, cool, they're in it for the long run. And then Casa Amor came and he was fucking around.
But also he deserved to fuck around. He didn't have to go so hard, but...
I get like experiencing and trying and all the rest of it, but the stuff he was saying to her was what was the issue, because it was like straight, oh, I love you already. And he
couldn't even say, I love that you do this to Kayla. I was like,
I L this, I L that.
But he was like, I think I love you already. Like,
and that's
I love that you do that.
No, but see, that's my thing. It's like, I don't, I don't think he should have gone in that hard, because just like moving out of respect, considering that you were in that relationship with Kayla for so long. You know, like Miguel, for example, he had all the right in the world. So
Yeah,
like,
him and Leah had just paired
they
up.
just paired up. You can go in, have fun, see what
Yeah.
works for you. But if you've been with someone since the get-go in that space, I feel like you have to show some kind of respect.
100%. Janae was a pain for me.
In the beginning or throughout?
Throughout. Like, she was always that person that was, okay, pre-live, she was the one that was always loud and had an opinion and told, and like, she like ran the show in this passive-aggressive, sweet way, I think.
I don't agree with you.
There was something about Janae from the beginning. I didn't like her. I don't know if it was the fake-ass voice that she put on. She was rubbing me the wrong way from the get-go.
I don't know. In the beginning, I wasn't like a big fan, but I feel like I grew to like her a lot.
I never grew to
because I don't know. I just watching her relationship with Kenny was like the biggest thing for me, because it was like, okay, cool, she got to stay. That for me, I didn't really understand, because she had opportunities, but then once she stayed, I feel like she switched. And she was like, okay, cool, like, I don't know what I need to do, but I'm just going to step into this now. And she's a very real person, in the way that she's not one extreme or the other of, like, drama. It's like, okay, I'm angry, I'm going to be angry about this, and I'm going to cause a fucking hissy fit about it.
I do think she dragged on things too much. Like, she did not have a connection with Connor, let's be for real. She did not have a connection with Connor. She said, go explore. He explored. He liked Leah. He then went with Leah. And Janae, just every game that came after that, every conversation that came after that, she just kept dragging it out when she knew she did not like him from the get-go. But they paired up because they were the only two people. They didn't pair up because they felt an attraction. They paired up because they had to. They didn't work out. And then she just was a child about it. That I was still done with her.
I don't know. I get it to a certain extent, but then watching how she was talking, especially with her girl chats, like, that was a big thing, because I feel like, you know, Leah was also like very far, like, I'm gonna just like cause havoc right now. Same with Serena when she was like when Cordell came back. I think the way that she talks about things, like even during the movie night, when she was like, guys, you're better than this. Like, you're fighting with each other, but you're better than this. Like, we've spoken about it already. Yeah. We need to move on from this. And it's like, you know, even when she was kind of guiding Kenny, and like, or was it Kenny? I can't remember who it was, but it was like, you know, she was just kind of like, do it this way. It's okay that you're feeling the way you're feeling right now. Like, it's allowed, but like, just go about it in a better way. And I think that was it was a necessary kind of balancing, because everyone in there would have just been like, chaos or nothing at all. And I feel like she just kind of brought everyone back to deal with the things the right way. She was one of them, at least.
Definitely wasn't Liv.
No, Liv
was the drama.
Liv was the drama. She did like stirring the pot.
She absolutely loved stirring the pot. She had an opinion on everything.
She's so pretty.
Very pretty.
I just don't think she really put in any time or like actual energy into getting to know people. Like, you know, a lot of the other couples would go out of their way to kind of let's go chat, let's do this. Like, I didn't see Liv doing that much. No.
She expected the guys to do everything, but it doesn't work that way on these shows. Girls actually have to put the effort in as well. I mean, it's real life. In the real world, you'd also have to put in effort. Boys don't do it all.
No, I don't like that stereotype either.
No,
like,
neither.
If you're interested in someone, I feel like you should just shoot your shot. Why not? Like, you know, I've done it before. I've been shot down. It's not a great feeling, but at the same time, I was proud of myself for having the confidence to do that. You know, there's, you know, telling someone how you feel about them, and, you know, the scariest part about it is like not knowing whether or not they reciprocate it. That's the scariest part, but it was like, I did it. It wasn't reciprocated, but I still put myself out there, and it was like a really big step. So I feel like it's necessary to do that, regardless, because you never know what could possibly happen. It could be everything you've wanted. It could break you, but regardless, it's going to allow you to move forward. Or like, you know, is this something worth exploring? Is this something that's worth my time, you know? But I feel like with Liv, I had such a love-hate relationship with her, because yes, she did cause a lot of drama, but at the same time, the guys that she wasn't connecting with, like, they'd be like, listen, I've gone and I've done this and whatever, and she's like, thank you for just being honest.
Yeah, but 3 out of the 5 that she was coupled up with did do it and not tell her, and then she threw a fit.
Yes.
So I agree with the way she then said it.
She
She
was
was like,
like
all I wanted you to
vocalizing.
do is just vocalize it with me. Like, yes, appreciate
Just
that.
be honest with me.
But in all fairness, I'm sorry, the rest of her drama completely overshone anything that she had that was nice, because she was actually just a problem the whole way through.
So I was just like, no.
Like, let's just be for real. At the fire pit, when they had to send someone home, that was the only person who actually said the least was Serena. Kayla, Liv, and Leah had the most to say, and all 3 of them came to an agreement. And I don't know if anyone remembers the close your eyes and put up a number on who we're voting out. Everyone put the same goddamn finger up, which implies Andrea. When Liv decided to completely throw Leah under the bus, it was always 50-50. 1 minute she's a girl's girl. The next thing
not.
I'm one of the boys. No, it's a no. I'm sorry.
But see, there's a thing for me about you can be a girl's girl without having to lie for them to
Yeah,
a certain extent.
exactly.
You know, like if you're lying and it's making us look bad, like for example, if you had to lie on my behalf and it's like it made me look bad in the process, I wouldn't back you up in that because
Yeah.
I don't feel like a girl's girl means you enable bad behavior.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a beautiful way of putting that. I worded that fantastically. But I don't think it's not an excuse to act badly or behave
Yeah.
badly. And like that's the biggest thing. I'm just like, no, don't do that. It's not fair. And like you need to react better to this. Like you've got to hold your girls accountable at the end of it. You know, if you're friends, you have to be like, you're not acting right. Don't lie about it. Just own it. But also, don't go and twist the truth.
Exactly. Don't go and pretend that you took a back seat.
Don't
When you
go do
all
that.
very
oh my God,
evenly
Leah
came up
is
to the
a
conversation.
whole other fucking conversation.
Yeah, but Leah's owned up to her shit.
Yes, she's made so much progress.
She made so much progress from the beginning to
to
the end. From the minute she was like, and you're still here in your overalls. That whole scene with the fight of fights.
Yeah, I didn't like how she put him down because, like, you know, I do think he might have been being a bit dramatic. In like, if I'm really sad about this, then like, was he really sad about it?
I saw a thing on TikTok of someone that did a deep dive into Rob's Instagram, and his whole family is very performative. So the dad's a photographer, and he has 2 siblings, and then it's the mom. So there's 5 of them. And the dad's a photographer, and basically, like, if you go all the way down, there are all these photo shoots that the dad has done, and it's all very performative. Like, you know those very old school full body costumes that men used to wear?
wow.
And, like, it was the time when they had
Full thing.
moustaches, and
Wow.
like that. The dad did a whole shoot on that. They did one that was, like, Great Gatsby themed. And I'm not saying, like, themed photos aren't a problem, but it's been shown that he's very performative in his characters. And apparently his family's always supported these characters he puts out. So like he had that other TikTok account with his one mate. It's the Cheeky Something that I found. And he's a completely different person there to the complete different person he is when he's on the farm and catching snakes to the person he was on Love Island.
So you think he was playing a character?
He
this whole-
shapeshifts. He's a shapeshifter
Oh.
as a human. Like he can just be whatever. Like when he was crying and his southern accent came out, his whole accent was a farce. The whole first 20 episodes before the drama ensued. So
It's like,
he's
no, I just
putting
when I
on a
get
show.
nervous, I put this accent. I'm like,
I don't want anyone to think that I am diminishing his feelings and what he was going through in that time. Please don't get me wrong. He was probably actually just really frustrated and came out in tears. I don't blame him for that at all. It's mostly just he is a performance artist.
So you think it was over dramatized?
I think he over dramatized it, because most boys, when they're in that moment, they'll cry, but they'll cut off from emotion completely. That is how most men are. Like
Yeah.
they'll be honest with their feelings, but they'll cut off emotionally. But there'll be tears. Like I don't know how to explain it, but he is a shapeshifter, and that's my personal opinion on
I
it.
just feel like he was feeling what he was feeling. I feel like there was a certain extent of like, I really want to go this route with, what was her name? Andrea. I really want to go this route with Andrea, but I'm so scared that I'm going to be the dickhead with Leah. So I feel like the more I feel about this and the more heartbroken I am about this, the less bad it looks on my
she
behalf.
won't be as mad.
You know, but also it's just like the public's looking. So I need
Yeah.
to put on this thing because then they'll be on my side, because at the end of the day, they still vote
Yeah.
for like favorite islander, favorite couple, etc.
I still believe that there's a part of Love Island that's not scripted, but like people can talk to each other about it. Like I always feel like the people that couple up, why not just have the conversation and be like, let's do this for the money? Why not?
I've always said it would be so fun if like me and like one of my guy friends was like, okay, cool, let's go on Love Island, pretend we don't know each other. Like this is our plan. We can strategize the whole thing, but at the
Yeah.
end we come back to each other.
Richer.
and like then we'll split it. Like I think that'd be so cool.
I do feel like there's a little bit of that kind of planning that goes into it. Like, let's think about the couples that were from the beginning and stayed through. So it was Erin and Kayla, Serena and Cordell, and then that's it. So those two, and then Kendall. Shame, Kendall went through a rough goddamn selection.
I feel so bad for Kendall.
Me
Kendall,
too.
I have such a soft spot for because I think he's a really nice guy.
He's a really nice guy.
I
You
really
can
do.
see it. Like, yes, he got sour in certain stages, like when people would take Nicole on a date, but he was always supportive of it. He knew he wasn't the hottest guy in the villa. He knew he wasn't, but he
I
knew
think
he was
he's
the
really
funniest and had the
good-looking,
most
though.
personality.
Like-
and that's what keeps you in
Yeah,
there. Like,
and
that's what
he's
Nicole said.
real.
Nicole
Yeah.
said his personality is what I want.
He's just real. He feels real. And him and Cordell are like kind of on the
Oh my
same
God,
space.
hype men. The two hype men.
Cordell for
Cordell was the
president.
cutest human
Cordell for president.
in the world.
I'm sorry.
I love him.
He was like, shame. I really feel bad for him because like, you know, with Serena, he had to watch her go and try and experience all of those things. And he pretty much stayed loyal to her throughout until Casa Amor.
Yeah.
When
Daya.
Daya came in. Daya.
Daya. One of them. Daia.
That one. I feel like he was kind of exploring that. Could he have gone about it a little bit more respectfully? Yes, but I think
But also, shame. That man had fucking blue balls.
I know, but also it wasn't like Serena was like giving him all of the signs and like
No, definitely not.
like
but
she was
also,
holding back a lot.
Remember in that one episode, they literally said the boys have blue balls.
Yeah,
Like
but it's been that long. Boys need to do that. Like you need to relieve.
in movie
yourself.
night, apparently boys do the thing at least 22 times a month.
Sav was shocked by that.
I'm sorry. How sad is your life? You're gonna jerk off
Boys, it's
22 times a month. What, do you take days off on Sundays, God's day, and then like family dinner night, you don't do it? I mean, come on.
It's a thing because it's almost like so they can function and think properly. It's not the
No.
same for us where
No,
it's
go
like
exercise. Go do something else. You don't have to
relieve yourself.
relieve yourself 22 times a month. Sorry,
They need it.
Jesus. No, they don't.
When a guy
See,
is,
that's the problem. We just go, yeah, they need it. No, they have a porn addiction. I'm sorry, I'm convinced.
no, but who says they're watching porn all the
Oh,
time?
you're telling me they're just lying there like this, looking at the ceiling, going, yeah, this is nice. I don't.
No, because you
think
know
so.
it's every morning. Wake up, hello, who's here?
No,
their
okay.
best friend.
So, actual fact about that. The reason it does that is because they need to pee. It stops them from peeing. Ours is an internal muscle that stops it. That is the muscle. So the reason it does that is
Really?
because they need to pee.
Oh my god.
It has nothing to do with a hard like dream or nothing. It is to stop them from peeing.
Okay. Well, listen, I will stand by it. I think if you need to do it because I know.
But 22 times is a bit excessive.
Sav, if you have ever like if a guy is ever like really in a cuck mood or like whatever the case is, he's probably not relieved himself because that built up, pent up like tension,
Testosterone.
that testosterone needs to be relieved because they're better people. So if it's under
When they
control,
relieve it, they're better people.
if you're doing it 5 times a day, concerning.
Yeah.
Like by yourself,
Well,
concerning.
22 times a month doesn't necessarily mean it's every day. It could be 5 times on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Just get the whole 22 out the 1 month. Like the first week, get it all sorted. No, okay. Before we keep going, anyway, let's talk about Hannah.
Shame.
I
Hannah
feel-
was so pretty without makeup.
I feel so bad for her because I feel like she is such a beautiful human. But when I first saw her, when they were in the changing room, and Sav and I were both like, "Who is that?
Yeah.
Who is that?" We literally like went back and paused to see like, and we're like, "Oh my god, that's Hannah! Like, why does she not walk around without makeup on?"
She's so pretty.
Because like the amount of makeup that she was wearing was there was so much of it, and it was like
It
if
caked.
that for me, like after the first time kissing a guy in a challenge and he was like white in the face, that would have been my first like we need to just tone it down
Yeah.
a little bit, like extra setting spray, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like that would have been my first thing, but, to
also
continue
just
going on like
overall, her, like we all know, every single one of them got fillers and all that jazz, but Hannah's was done really well, like in terms of her cheeks and her jaw, like it was pristine, and her skin was beautiful and flawless. she didn't need the layers of makeup that she put on.
I feel like it made her look so much older
did.
than it was.
It
And I just
definitely
feel
did.
like she was trying so hard to be what she thought was
She
good
was
for Love
older though,
Island.
wasn't she? Who was the oldest?
Hannah was really trying to just be the person that she felt was what she needed to be for Love Island.
Yeah, what people expect to see on Love Island.
Anyway, moving
we
on.
got next?
We've spoken about Rob.
Kayla.
Oh my.
Aaron!
Oh my god.
Aaron
what
the
the fuck,
fuck?
dude? Oh my god. You know, I can't.
Aaron!
Stop fucking crying.
Oh my god.
Stop fucking crying. Again. Stop crying. You cry when the wind blows in a different direction.
No, guys, when
please.
Erin was at Casa, I swear to God, she didn't have one minute
I
without
don't think
tears.
we heard anything other than what is Erin doing? What is Erin doing? I'm just like, why are you just stop crying? Jesus, like it was. I got to a point. I was actually just skipping through her crying.
The one scene she goes, I actually have no tears left to cry, and then starts.
Then it just cuts to her in like the booth thing, and she's
so
sobbing,
funny.
and makeup gone, eyelashes off. I'm just like, oh God. Anyway, I have to say to you, because you haven't watched, but they got voted off.
I'm sorry, what?
They got voted off. They were voting for their favorite islanders, because now they're in the finale.
Is this the public voting?
Yeah. So it's it was between it was Rob and the new chick, Cassie. It was Kayla and Aaron, and it was Miguel and Leah.
As the bottoms.
Bottom three. So the rest of them are in, and they're like, there's only one couple left to stay. And they're like, no, it's going to be Kayla and Aaron, Kayla and Aaron. No, it's Leah and Miguel. They got voted off. And
so you're telling me the public voted to get them the fuck off the island?
they had the lowest amount of votes. Leah and Miguel had more votes than they did.
Well, that's what happens. You were flying high at the top, and then Ellen DeGeneres over there decided to go and play devil's advocate on the. Well, not even. Sorry, let's reword that. Daniela was playing devil, and just dragged him in there, him deep down under.
Yeah, and I'd like.
Which was her job at Casa Amor.
You've got to be a bombshell. I've got to. Please, we have to talk about the Casa Amor people. I have so much to say on that.
Yeah, we do.
But when it comes to like if I just put myself in that situation, for example, and I think my biggest thing is if I was with Aaron, or if I was in a situation with Aaron where we had been together for so long, and it was like, okay, cool, you've got an experience of things, and you came back with somebody else, I would be so heartbroken. But I was like, let's have a conversation about it, and like I want you to, if you're still wanting to explore this thing, or even regardless of, I would just want you to be so honest with me about what went down in that space, so that I wouldn't be left to any surprise. Like that's a big thing for me. It's like I don't want to be finding out about things from somebody else when I want to hear it from you, because then I know that you've been honest with me, and I can't really hold that against you, because at the end of the day it's Casa Amor. Like you're going to have to be tasted.
If he had, from the get-go, when she said she wants to stay single and Aaron walked in with no one, and he said, we'll talk about it after. If in that moment he had told her everything, and I'm saying, walked up to me, we spoke, I found this out, I found that out, I said I loved this about her, I know her mother died 2 months ago or whatever. If he had stated every single thing that happened, the challenge with the kiss and running to the shower, for what reason are we running to a shower to go make out with someone? You could have done it around the fire pit. Like, if he had done that,
just be honest
and been honest, there would have been at least 5 less episodes with crying.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, cool. Whether or not you move past it, you move past it. If you do, you do. Like, if you don't, you don't. Like, that's the biggest thing. It's like, just be honest with me about everything you've done.
Yeah.
I can't then hold it against you and say that you've lied to me
Which
about
is what
it.
happened many times.
You know, like, if you were withholding information, I'd be like, why are you not telling me that? Because then there was clearly something to hide.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather you be honest with me, because then we can actually just move past it. Like, that's my biggest thing. And I was like, okay, cool. That's fine. Kayla could have moved on, and if then it could have also been in Aaron's shoes, where it was like rather he had the upper hand.
Yeah.
If he had disclosed everything and was like, okay, cool, this is what I'm about, this is what happened, and Kayla kept bringing it up, and it's like, I have told you everything. I've been nothing but honest with you throughout this whole thing. I'm really wanting to move past this with you, but like,
if you can't, then maybe
if this is something
continue.
that we can't, then I'm so sorry. But like, I obviously needed to test my thing in here, because Kayla did that.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's only fair. I just also think that I'm surprised by Rob being the better guy and like how he was guiding
Yeah,
him.
Rob was actually at that stage the most down to earth person. He was like, you really need to see it from Kayla's perspective. Like,
She's had to watch all of
she's had to
this.
watch all this. You just did it and had fun. She was suffering that whole time through. You're just thinking of yourself. Like 10 points for Rob on that.
Yeah, and it was just like, cool, Aaron, own your shit. Own it, apologize for it if you're sorry about it, but then like don't lie and move on. But don't like be like, oh, but I want it. Like, don't change your story. Just own it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We move
Agreed.
past. We move on. You guys are fine now. You walked out happy together. Like, fuck.
Did you see on TikTok, Kayla's TikTok, she took Aaron to Chipotle?
I haven't seen that. I haven't really been on TikTok. I've been trying not to.
I noticed we lost our streak.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we shouldn't have.
We've lost our streak because you never sent back to me.
Oh, I'm
just
sorry.
been sending
I
to you.
apologize. Okay, let's talk about... Okay, I have to just say about the Casa Amor. I'm so angry because why are the girls so much hotter than the guys? Casa Amor came in, the girls came in and they gave the boys something that they honestly could not dip their toes into.
Yeah.
The boys came in and I was like, I could easily just be like, I'm good. I'm full. I'm okay. Thank you very much. Why? I'm telling you now, the production was like, we're going to make this
I
a
need to have
thing.
many words with the production team.
Because
Many.
I don't understand. Like, bring in some sexy guys so that the girls
Like, actually, guys that you are like, oh my God.
bringing
you
in, imagine they
are-
brought in like the Miguel and
Exactly.
what's his name?
Hakeem?
No,
Harrison.
Harrison.
Bring in Harrison. Bring
my
in
God.
Miguel, like a Miguel level human.
Yes.
Bring in a
Rob even.
A Rob. We had a man who's fresh out of high school.
Okay, now we can go up to Casa Amor because I've got so much to say about these Oaks.
We've
Like,
got one man fresh out of high school. He literally looked like he's just popped out the goddamn womb. Why is he there? All those women are not going to go for a man younger than them. Firstly, actually, that is a
Sierra?
very good point. Hold on. Girls don't like going for younger guys. Because girls, all the ones at that age, in their 20s to 24s, they want a 25 to 27.
listen, I'm 24 and I'm not opposed to going younger depending on your maturity level.
That's the thing. But with those Casa Amor guys mature.
Okay, yeah. So Josiah, no.
That man was a walking red flag. He
Walking.
cheated on his... Sorry, he had
like, I was
two
in-
girlfriends. Two girlfriends.
At the same time.
At the same time.
They didn't know about it. I was like,
That man was a walking red flag.
absolutely not.
And the minute he said that, Zen and I were like, you're done. Get out.
Goodbye.
We
I
don't
wouldn't
actually
even
want to see your
entertain you for 2 more
conversations.
seconds. Not a chance. George, don't even know
George
him
was the
most.
first. Yeah. Jalen's the one that looked like he just came out of high school. Does it say his
Jalen.
age?
No, it doesn't say the ages. We'll figure it. But like,
Okay.
also, I would be like, okay, meh.
I'm sorry, but also the caliber of women that were there, they wanted men.
Yes.
Like manly
Yes.
men.
They're not
These were not
kids.
manly men.
Kane.
Something. I need to say two things. Firstly, his turkey teeth.
Oh my God,
His
too big
fake
for his mouth.
teeth were too big for his mouth.
That's why he could
Shame.
speak.
But I saw a thing. Rob got asked if someone had bad breath.
I'm not surprised.
No.
Tell me it was Kane.
No, it was one of the girls in Casa. And they were trying to talk to him on the couch. And he was like, yeah, no, someone had bad breath. And he was like, no, I won't say who it is. And then one of the podcast hosts asked, was it in the villa? And he goes, no, it wasn't. So we knew it was a Casa girl. And then they snipped it with him in the chair talking to her. And he's like leaning
Who?
back.
Which one?
I'll have to see a photo.
Okay, I'll go through that.
But basically the thing at the bottom of TikTok said veneer breath. Like that.
Oh,
It's because
your
happens?
teeth are
It gets stuck.
dying.
Yeah, literally, it gets stuck behind, and you have veneer breath.
he's so gross. Kane is like a walking ick. If that man came anywhere near me, I'd be like, thank
He
you so
also
much.
had the
goodbye.
personality of a flaccid penis.
Yeah, I also don't know who he thinks he is. Being like, I've been coupled up with you for a day, and if you're gonna go, I'm
Yes,
like, go
when
away.
he said that to Liv. No, was it Liv? Who? No, it was
What?
Sierra. When he said it to Sierra,
yeah,
and Sierra
Sierra.
went on a date with Harrison, and proceeded to come back, and he was like, are you going to have more chats with him? She goes, yeah, I'm open to getting to know him more. Well, if you're going to have more chats with him, then I don't want to be with you.
Excuse
So,
me.
this is not the
Excuse me.
ultimatum.
Who do you
Where
think
do
you
you
are?
get off?
I don't know who you think you are, but oh my god. Ignacio?
Ignacio was just there for the
Hello,
translating.
ladies.
What's up, ladies?
What's up, ladies?
No, Ignacio was just there to translate the video of Daniela talking to Aaron.
I feel
That's the only
so
reason he was
bad
there.
for this guy. He literally reminded us of that guy from Grown Ups. I'm going to put the clip in here.
Hey, what's up, ladies?
Tell me this isn't Ignacio, because when he was talking, I was like, no, like you can, if you're gonna be foreign, have an accent, be sexy.
You
Not
can't be
that,
high-pitched.
Hello, ladies.
What's up, ladies? It needs to be like,
Absolutely not.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
No, not that one.
Oh,
Buenos dias, my friends.
Jacoby.
buenos dias.
Guys,
What happened with
Jacoby
Jacoby again?
ripped up Kenny's shirts
What
that
do you
he had
mean?
given Janae. So he didn't make it through, remember? Kenny, before he went to Casa, left shirts for Janae. I heard them on a podcast, their VOs. And Kenny had left shirts with his like cologne on them because Janae likes to sleep in her shirts. You'll see like in those a few episodes, she's always sleeping in like a baggy shirt. They're Kenny's. And before Josiah left, because remember he was mad feeling Janae, he ripped Kenny's shirts. So Kenny got back and he was like, Janae wouldn't have done this. And then they added 2 and 2 together and it was Josiah. Not Josiah. What's this one? Jacoby.
See, but
How
fucking
petty?
Mid. All of these humans are mid. Then you get to these beautiful women. Sierra.
Oh, Sierra's
flawless.
features.
Flawless.
Oh.
Flawless. She is gorgeous. What a beautiful human being. Catherine, I cannot. I'm sorry.
Catherine, wasn't Catherine the personal assistant in like State Farm?
Catherine was the one that I kept.
No, I
telling
know,
to
but
Hannah.
I think when they were introducing themselves, immediately I was like, you're boring.
She is
Because a personal assistant from State Farm,
and
like,
also just standing there like what did you
Looks
do?
like a bug.
She looks like a bug. Doesn't know what she's doing. I'm sorry. Destiny.
This one.
Also, Destiny was like
Destiny. I think that's who Rob was talking to, and she had a
bug.
stanky ass hot
stank
breath.
Oh, if you've got hot breath, don't come.
Please
near me.
don't come near us.
Please don't.
You will be roasted
Brush
in
your
the
teeth
group chat.
before you come near me. I will. I'm sorry.
But even then, she's beautiful,
she's gorgeous.
apart from the bad breath.
Sydney.
Sydney was a boy's boy. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but she was a pick-me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
she just wanted to
like,
be one of the boys.
meh.
Like, I don't think she was there for love. I think she was just there for fame. And even then, do you know how she has been roasted on TikTok for having all these opinions about Love Island when she was there for a total of 3 days? Like, she has not stopped yapping on TikTok live.
Well, that's why you know she's using it for clout.
Oh, also, I saw a snippet of Catherine, the bug-looking one, saying that eventually the producers actually, when the Casa girls had gone into the villa, that they had to actually be nice to each other. Like, production was they were going to be in a lot of trouble if they didn't actually just start playing nice, because there was so much beef between the villa girls and the Casa girls.
Wow.
Also, you know, all of this comes with a pinch of salt. We don't know what is true and what isn't, but
No.
I wouldn't doubt it. That I would not doubt.
No.
In a heartbeat.
Like the not Casa, like the Villa girls, they were too strong to kind of try walk over them. Like they'd been there
All
for
of
long.
them
They
were
were like
very
OGs.
strong personalities.
Absolutely.
The Casa girls were not. They came in thinking they're hot shit.
And then they
but-
got to actually standing in front of these girls and,
And
they were
then,
like,
yeah.
never mind, I'm not equipped to be handling this.
Yeah.
Daya, I
Oh
feel
my
like
word, that woman was so far up Cordell's dot. I'm sorry. She walked in there knowing what she wanted and to basically stir the pot. That she went in there to stir the pot. She doesn't care for him.
I'm just like, and then also when like Cordell decided to like cut things off,
Oh my
and she was
word.
like, I did first. I'm gonna.
He's like, no, literally goes, can we have
yeah,
a
but
conversation
I'm
later?
already
No, can we have a
talking about it.
conversation? Yeah, actually, I wanted to have a conversation first.
I'm just like,
It's not a pissing contest.
no, because she wanted to have the upper hand and being like, I'm the one who
Meanwhile,
broke things
everyone
off.
who watched it knew Cordell wanted to do it
And
first.
she was like, gosh, like,
was
whatever it is.
painful.
Yeah, she was.
She was
I'm
just
just like, and
painful.
then like, he's all yours. Thanks, sweetie.
That's
I was like,
sass. Like, Cordell tried to start a sentence, and she just goes, no, actually, I wanted to end it with you. Okay, cool, thanks, bye. Cassidy.
We have to talk about this man.
Which man? Can I see the face of it? So I can tell you what his
Staring
name
man.
is. Connor.
Connor.
Connor, we have some words for you.
Blink. Just blink. Just let your eyelids be moisturized. Blink. My goodness. I can't. He is a walking ick. I really could never, ever, ever, ever entertain a conversation with that man.
Pretending
Like-
to be Connor. Oh, I blinked. Fuck.
Staring contest.
I was having a
Ready?
staring contest with the camera.
Let's have
I
a staring
didn't win.
contest together one. Oh my god, we should totally do that
Okay.
thing. No, okay, hold on. We should do that thing where it's like we can't open, like we have to try not open
No,
our
we've
eyes
done
at the same
that.
time. We haven't.
Not now.
No, it's funny. Okay, ready? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. How many times did you open your eyes?
Twice.
Oh, I opened mine twice. 3. That was my third.
No, that was my third. What was second? I can't remember.
I already want to look back at that.
Okay, no, but just quickly. First thing, Connor, walking like a goddamn transformer. Don't know why. Your lats were not that big. The personality was not there. Your eyeballs were terrifying. I saw a video on TikTok of your ex-girlfriend seeing that you were on the show. And
I haven't blinked in a while.
she was traumatized, to say the least.
You are just no. How you lasted that long was by pure fluke.
Completely.
I'm sorry.
You belong to Vamos out of there with Hakeem, with
Cassidy.
Koi, with Cassidy, with Nigel. You belonged there. I don't know how you stayed in that long.
Fish lady. You guys all
Fish
go
lady?
together. Look like a fish.
Oh, Catherine.
Like a bug. Fish.
Catherine
Look like
a
those fish.
bug.
I can't. I'm sorry. You are creepy. If I woke up next to you, I would actually go into cardiac arrest and die. I would die. I'm sorry.
I feel
Imagine
like
this man just
everyone else we've spoken about in third person and Connor were just coming for him personally.
I'm sorry. You are just like, fuck. No. Connor, lots of luck. I wish you well, my friend. But, oh my God.
It's a no
please.
from us.
It's an absolute
It's a no from South Africa.
South Africa says no. We're passing on to the next country.
Yeah.
Harrison, you, my friend, are absolutely gorgeous. He reminds me of Jax
From Sons of Anarchy.
Oh my God, those eyes, that demeanor, that smile. Oh my goodness, Jax, absolutely. Love you, love you, love you. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got to talk about the challenges, some of the challenges.
Oh my God, the food eating challenge.
The 4th of July challenge. I want to know who in production, and yes, I am pointing at you,
Production.
who decided to transport liquids and solids through people's mouths down a line.
I would have honestly, I asked, like, we watched this episode together. I literally was like, Sav, please let me know when it's over. Because I was actually gagging. Like, you know, when your mouth starts salivating from being like
you're
so
about
nauseous.
to throw up, yeah.
That's where my head, I literally can't picture anything worse. I don't think I would have been able to
The
participate in
wieners
that
were
challenge.
chilled. Unnecessary to add mustard to them.
Fine,
Now we're
put
just
me in.
getting mustard in our hair. Because also Liv started that. Poor Liv.
Put me in for the wieners.
Put me in for solid food. A wiener, a fucking...
Where it's just like me, like, here, mouth doesn't have touch. Spit in my mouth. Spit fucking tomato sauce in my mouth. We've got a problem.
But also, did you guys notice that they never did the mash? You could see everyone in the post-video like interviews in the
Had, like,
room.
mash.
They had mash on them. We never saw a mash one. So I'm predicting that contestants actually threw up.
I would have.
Because in mash, it's not always silky smooth. I think there was like chunks of potato that wasn't mashed, and obviously it hit someone, and they went, "Huh," and then there was just a circle of "huh" going around.
I personally would have had to pass on that challenge. I would have been like, if you need to kick me out of the show, that's okay. That's completely fine.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Production, whoever came up with that idea, whether it was an intern or if you were a senior position, I do not care. You deserve to be fired.
That was
Personal
the most
opinion.
vile thing I've ever seen in my life.
One of my favorite challenges, though, that was just for fun, was the sports day. I like the outfits.
You like the sports day?
I like the sports day. I think
love
it was
the heart
quite
rate
fun.
challenge. I always think it's so much fun.
Yes, but I'm talking about fun. But then
Okay.
there's heart rate challenge in the saucy department. Yes.
I think I would eat that up.
I pissed myself when Cordell raised the most hearts because the only reason he won that
Because no one was expecting it.
No, because
from
it was
him.
funny.
Yeah.
You were laughing so hard, of course your heart rate's pumping.
Pumping, yeah.
It wasn't because they were sexually attracted to
No.
Cordell's lisp. No, after class.
I love that. Classes in session. Class.
I would also, my heart rate would also go up because it's the last thing you expect, and he did it so well.
He came in and he did it with his chest, and that's the most important part. He went in and he gave it his all.
But in terms of the lines that the girls came up with and the guys, Leah
killed
Killed
it.
it.
She killed it. I'm sorry. Every line she had was, I think hers was the smartest.
Yeah.
It was the best. She was like a good of
Agreed.
sexy and humor and just wittiness. And it was just like, Leah killed it.
Yeah,
Janae came in and was like, okay, I'm going to show
Janae
you.
fucked it when she made Kenny lie on the floor and watch her do it to everyone else. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Like
Why
that for me, I feel like it fucked it because his heart rate didn't raise the most for her because he had the least time with her. So it didn't get an accurate
But also
reading.
it's the watching. It's like, oh my God, that's...
But also it's easier to watch when you're here because you see a lot more. His head was underneath the fire pit and he was like,
hold on, let me just...
hold on,
let me just...
let me like, she messed it up by taking him there too soon. But if you're sitting there, say now I'm Kenny, and Janae is busy grinding up on whoever over here, like you are seeing it, like up close. It's very different to have an up close visual than a I'm behind the fire lying on the ground.
So you stand up, follow me, stay there, don't touch.
Yeah.
Like...
Follow me around, touch me while I'm grinding on these people. Then his heart rate would have been like, oh.
I don't know. I feel like I would have so much fun in that challenge. I'd either kill it or I'd be too... No, actually, I think I'd kill it.
You'd kill it.
I think I'd kill it.
I'd need to be a little bit more drunk than a glass of wine they get each night. Personally.
I'd just like be like, I'd go all in, probably like pull my hamstring
What
again.
outfit would you wear?
Oh, I'm trying to remember what all of them were.
Okay, so Nicole had race car driver.
I liked race car driver.
Sierra had firewoman.
That was also a good
Leah
one.
had nurse. Janae had a kitty cat.
I don't want a kitty cat. I think it's too...
I'm just going to remind me of the other girls now. Hold on. Serena had cowgirl. Kayla had a cheerleader. Yeah, she did.
I'm saying I'm just saying I wouldn't go.
Oh, you're going. Oh, I was like, don't question me. I remember things.
I think I'd either do nurse or the race thing. To be fair,
Nicole
I would do it.
in the race car driver one with nothing underneath.
That was
Great touch.
That's what I'm saying. Like that was like fun. I think I would base it off of whoever I'm partnering with. Like I know if they've got like a hobby or something they're interested
If
in.
they've got a kink,
if they've got a kink, so like for example, if he's into like racing cars,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the race car thing. Like for example, if I was Rob,
I
like
would
if my
probably
guy
do
was Rob,
schoolgirl.
I would do. Of course,
Schoolgirl's 100% my vibe.
nice. But for example, if it was like my partner was Rob, I would do the cowgirl
Yeah.
because that's his vibe, you know.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner. Dressed up as a snake. A snake. Slither my way around there.
But then, I wanted to talk about another other challenge. The other gross one. Wasn't gross, but they had to make their way through those mushrooms with the glasses, and then like go down, eat a cupcake, get up, feed a mushroom cake. Like that challenge was just all over the place.
I think there's so many other challenges people can do. That
I
are
enjoyed
funny.
one of the guys with the muscle men one, where like they stood on top of the podium, they lifted that foam weight, and then they came down, they had to make a protein shake, and then like that one was fun. But also the one with the girls when they had to come down the slide and then they threw the spears at the faces of who they wanted to hit. That was a
good.
hot challenge as well.
That was good. That was fun because it wasn't gross.
Yeah.
I just don't know why we have to get messy with food all the time. Like there's so many other things. Like chocolate, that's fine.
Yeah,
chocolate and strawberries.
That's the thing. If it's like chocolate, strawberries, whipped cream, yes, that's what people do.
I mean,
it's
they're
a
sex
kinks
foods, of
people
course,
have. They're
but
sex
like-
foods, exactly.
But
Ketchup.
catch me
Goddamn
dead.
pulled pork.
Catch me
Get
dead.
out.
Catch me dead.
I
I'm
am
not
sorry.
in this episode. I'm not in the season.
Someone,
Kick
if you
me
know
out.
who came up with that idea, please please DM us and give me their number. I need to have some serious words.
Because that was vile. That was absolutely vile. Let's talk about our predictions.
So, I do believe
So just to clarify, in the final, we have Janae and
Kenny,
We have Serena and Cordell. We have Leah and Miguel. And we have
Kendall and
Nicole.
So, I'm going to go, okay, we'll do mine and then we'll do yours. So, I believe Kendall and Nicole have a good bet. They did get together. They did stick together the longest. They were the first to go into the hideaway. I feel like, and also when Nicole went on that date with Harrison, didn't kiss him.
She's really respectful.
She was really respectful. She came back. She told him like she even stated in the little interview room that Kendall's personality is what she wants. Like, unfortunately, yes.
That's gone off.
It's fine. Of course, unfortunately, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Harrison is beautiful, but his personality wasn't there for her. So I do think Kendall and Nicole are a good one, as they're like currently my top in line.
They're the softest love
Yeah.
of all of them. You know, it hasn't been really difficult with them. She is, I love her so much because she's such a soft, like she feels and she stands up for herself, but not in a way that's like, you know, she was kind of holding Kendall accountable to be like, just watch how you act, move
Yeah.
right, like don't overstep, or you know, you've hurt the girls in here because they
Yeah.
consider you one of their, like a brother to them.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like they're the softest, most easiest love. I wouldn't be surprised if Serena and Cordell take it though.
I wouldn't either. I mean, for them, it was a true test. They were together from the start. They were friends. Serena made it that she wanted them to be friends first. Yes, there was a little back and forth on her being like, he has no goals. I remember that when they played that snippet back, and it was like he wants to be a Cheez-Its model. I was like, some things were harsh, but it was the beginning. They barely knew each other. They grew, they connected, they went through a hard time, which is always a great show of how you want to move forward within a relationship. So for me, my top two is either Serena and Cordell or Nicole and Kendall.
I hope Nicole and Kendall take it.
I
They're
feel
my
like-
favorite couple out of all of them. Like, I think Leah and Miguel make so much sense, but I don't think they're strong enough to
No.
win. I think they make so much sense, and I actually, like, my opinions around Leah turned. Like, they
Yeah.
really did. I really didn't like her in the beginning, but I do like her now.
Yeah.
Um,
They
Janae and-
work together. I just want
They
to quickly,
do.
they work
They
really well
do.
together. They're both
They're
very chill
funny.
people. They're funny.
he gets her.
He gets her, she gets him. It's a really nice
It's easy.
coupling. I just think it happened too late.
Yeah.
It could have grown, and then it could have grown on us more if it had been done sooner. But other than that, I love them together.
Part of me feels like Miguel probably would have turned his head if, like, he was in sooner.
Oh, definitely.
Like, if he was in sooner, I don't think him and Leah would have lasted throughout. But to be fair, he had Sierra.
Yeah.
He had Sierra, and he opted for Leah instead.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, she was like the best of, like,
Yeah,
of
she
all
was-
of the
yeah.
Casa Amor girls. So
Agreed.
technically, actually, that might be proven incorrect.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see that if that went. I don't think Janae and Kenny are going to do it because Kenny, if
the
you want
way
to marry
she
me, just
says
say
it.
so.
She was like, get a ring on this finger right now.
She keeps saying it like a lot, and it's like, you know, a lot of the dates they went on were really, really cute.
Yeah. The one in the barge in the middle of the ocean where Janae went with Kenny.
No, the last dates, you haven't seen them yet, but they're really like, because they go on final dates, and these are like the biggest dates of them all.
Oh, really?
So Kendall and Nicole Kendall and Nicole went shailing.
Oh, wow.
And then they went onto like this literally a private island, and they spoke, and he told her he loves her. She didn't say it back though. She didn't say it back though, but he did say, like, she was like, I really want to say this on my own time, like when I'm ready for it, because I think it means a lot to her. From what it sounds like when she's talking about it, she was in a bit of like an abusive, like emotionally abusive relationship before. So it was like kind of gaslighty, that kind of vibe. So that's why I think,
That makes sense.
you know, like she's kind of taking her own time, and he's been super respectful of it. He's like, I'm
He
going
is
to be
just that guy,
here
though.
waiting for you, ready for you whenever you're ready to say
On
it.
a side note, did you see that once Kendall left the island, some ex-girlfriend of his shared a video from way back when, like a very invasive, intrusive, not meant to be seen by anyone else video.
Of course she would. People clout chase. They clout
It's
chase.
insane. Like, Kendall did not deserve that. And he
Kendall's
literally
such a nice
posted on
guy.
his story being like, I'm so glad for everyone that supports me. Obviously, something that was meant to be private just didn't stay private from a long time ago. But thank you for everyone, like, because the minute he got out the villa, that's the first thing he saw online.
That breaks my heart. But like, that's just like a salty ex-girlfriend, realistically
literally.
speaking.
100%. But firstly, why did she still have that goddamn video? Let's chat about that, Kendall's ex-girlfriend.
Let go.
Why?
Let
Delete
go.
it. You had it for this reason to one day throw
She's
it in
still
his
in
face.
love. She's salty.
Luther.
Okay, then it was Leah and Miguel went like ATVs.
Well, that seems
And
like
they
a
went
them
up,
date.
yeah, they went up, and they ended up on like this like at like the top of the hill, and they had like a lunch thing there, well, a cheese board, and and then and then it was a really cute date. I think the nice thing about them is they're not rushing into speaking about
Yeah.
feelings.
They're just having fun with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Then Serena and Cordell went on, like, there was like a car waiting for them outside that they were driving, and they drove it to this location. It was actually such a cute date because like then they made it into one of those drive-in movie vibes.
Aww.
So then
I want that one.
Yeah, and they were like having champagne and stuff, and they played them a movie of like their whole journey in here together. And it was like at the end, it was like the end, and then it crossed out the end to say the beginning. It
So
was
wait,
such a cute one.
I have a question. Does anyone know the answer to this? Do the boys decide what those dates are, or does production go, okay, this will be nice for them, this will be nice for them?
It's a production thing. The boys don't choose.
That's rude.
The boys don't choose. It's all a production thing because I think that's the vibe. But then they had like fire dancers.
Oh, you know
and
what it
stuff.
probably is though? It was probably like when you fill in that form and they ask you everything
dream
excluding your
dates.
blood type. Yeah, they probably ask what's your dream date, like they probably have like a checklist of things and you tick off the kind of dates you want to do so that like now say I don't want to go scuba diving with the jellyfish, they're not going to put me on that date.
But okay, so I tried to fill out the form just because I wanted to see what it was like, what kind of questions they ask, and
Our single friend.
yeah, but I just wanted to see what kind of questions they ask, and it was like so weird. It was like, what would your dating profile be? Like, when was your last relationship? How would your friends describe you? You have to upload a photo, and then you have to upload a video of yourself saying why you should be part of Love Island. It was just so random. I was like, this is a lot to go through. Like, I didn't even fill it out. I was just like reading through the questions. Like, I literally had full stops on everything and then went next page so that they thought I'd filled everything out that was mandatory.
Yeah, because it's the mandatory fields.
Yeah, so I was like full stops and everything because I just wanted to see what it was about. So I thought that was really funny. Okay, then we had Janae and Kenny. And they were the last date. They went on it was a dinner, but like in this dinner, like they were underneath a tree that they had like all these sparkly lights and stuff on. And they had like letters because they didn't get to meet their parents. So they had
why?
letters because like only after they did a challenge and like the people who won got to like
That's rude.
go on. So you need to watch the episode, but like they like there was only 3 couples that got to meet parents.
Okay.
And like they had like these little cards, you know, like they do at like baby showers
Yeah.
and things of like, oh, my wish for you, that vibe. But they were all letters from their parents and
That's
friends
cute.
and stuff, which I think is really cute.
That's nice.
And then like he was a true gentleman. Like it was like he's a nice guy. I think Janae's a lot for him. I think she's very overpowering.
No, very much so.
Like I don't see him being like, oh, like I'm gonna man you in the space. It's a very soft space.
Man you in
And
the
then the reunion. That.
I am so I think it's on the 6th or the 16th.
was
It's,
the
it's
16th.
somewhere in
It's
a,
coming
it's
up.
a 6. Oh my god.
I am so excited to
Hold
see.
on, hold on. I need to do something. Just slide over quickly. Hold on, hold on.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Is Rob a good kisser? Yeah. That's what Andrea's been doing on TikTok lives.
What do you mean? That was so random.
I just popped into my head that people have been roasting the bejesus out of her on TikTok. She's just been live. And then she goes, guys, like someone's like, you're only answering questions about Love Island. She goes, well, guys, just like ask me questions not about Love Island. And then you see her read the comments and then she skips normal questions and only answers Love Island ones. She's also just there straight up for clout.
I'm excited to see how that plays out because I think there's going to be a few people that are salty, especially because Rob was like, I'm leaving, I'm out,
That
fuck you
was
guys,
so
and then
funny.
stays.
Well done, guys. You lost 3 of us.
Now you got 3 of us. Why are you doing this? I'm just like, and then you stay. That's so
We
embarrassing.
do just quickly need to touch on Erin's love affair with Rob.
Those 2 need to get a room.
Erin cried a bit too hard for Rob. Just when Rob was like, I'm going. No! Don't leave! Like, okay. The girls weren't even crying that hard.
Also, like, everyone's attacking his character. And he's like, no, as soon as someone attacks Rob, what the fuck you mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, Erin, you and Rob, maybe you should have been the final couple in the space. That would be a plot twist and a half.
That'd be hilarious.
Imagine if it was like, actually, I'd like to couple up with Rob.
And then they look at each other on the fire pit.
And they like smooch. I would be like, how funny would it be if we could watch it on here?
It'd be so good.
That's a good idea.
Well, we can.
Okay, because I think this is going to be our new like shooting space. There's so many spaces here. Sony is gorgeous. I'm
Yeah.
so happy. So yeah, maybe we'll literally do a live thing together and we like watch it. That'd be so cool. Okay. Anyway. Thanks for coming back. And yeah, on to season 2, guys. I'm excited.
Erin!